episode of our preseason talk show, The End Zone. I'm here with the Dominion football players. Guys, welcome to the show.
What's up, man?
So I got to ask you guys, what did you guys learn from last year that you guys are going to take into this season?
Well, last year, when we had adversity face us, we didn't really bounce back like we were supposed to. We didn't stay competitive in the game. We kind of took ourselves out the game, so this year we just got to stay more focused.
One thing we really needed to work on was our conditioning. First game in, we were tired, we were dogging plays, weren't making tackles, and we weren't scoring. So this year, we're working hard on that.
Last year, what I learned from Stonebridge is that you got to stay in the game the whole time. You can't take a play off. You got to continue on.
Last year, I didn't think we worked well as a team together. We were more selfish about ourselves and not about the team.
Okay. My next question for you guys is, was there something that you guys did different, like as an individual thing? Did you change your diet? Did you go lift more weights, anything like that?
Definitely I lifted more weights this year. We conditioned a lot more as a team, so that helped us out too. That's pretty much it.
Mostly I had to work on my diet. I was kind of a little bit on the big side. I did mainstreaming with Jimmy for a bit, so that really helped me out this year.
Well, I was definitely way smaller than I am now, and I just worked on my diet to get bigger.
Just mostly getting bigger, lifting a lot, and also working on my agility at mace training as well.
Okay, so my next question for you guys is, what is some things that Coach Buck has taught you guys, for you guys being here, and you being from Stonebridge, what is for you, when it comes to you, what is some things that Coach Buck has taught you?
He's taught me just to always be mentally right. Like when the games and when it's in the fourth quarter, when we're tired and stuff, you can't give up. You gotta stay right, just mentally right.
Probably just gonna piggyback on the same thing. It's more just pushing myself, continue to work hard so I can get to that next level.
Well, what he's been teaching me is that we gotta work as a team. Everything we gotta do is just as a team.
Just growing up and being used to playing varsity from a young age, and also leadership skills.
Okay, and my final question for you guys, it's kind of a two-part question. As we got some of these college coaches who follow us that are starting to ask, hey, who's this kid from Dominion? He's pretty good. They've been asking about guys in the past. So the first part of the question is, for those coaches out there watching, what kind of person are you guys inside the classroom and on the football field that you guys would bring to that university? And then as you guys as a team for the Dominion Titans, what's an individual goal you guys want to have for yourself, and what's a team goal that you guys want to have?
For the classroom, I just want to get in the classroom, get my work done, just get out, not much of a problem. On the field, I just want to give my all. And the second part, what was the second part of the question?
The individual and the team goal.
Well, for individual goal, I'll probably say just work hard, try to get all state, I guess, because that's one of the best things you can get. And for our team to win the state championship.
For me, it's kind of a cliche thing to say, but continue to work hard in the classroom. I got my parents and I got people in my corner pushing me, so I'm gonna just continue to work hard in the classroom. And on the field, I gotta continue to work hard mentally and make sure I get the stuff down. And one of my personal goals is to get Defensive Player of the Year, since we had that for 5 years in a row, 4 years. So I'm trying to get that this year.
For in the classroom, I gotta stay on top of my work. Can't fall behind. That's hard to come back from. And on the field, I just gotta lead the team. Get those victories. And for my personal goal, probably lead the state in passing yards, and for team goal is win state championship.
In the classroom, I'm a pretty good student. I have a 3.5 or 3.6. But my personal goal, I want to make first team All-State, and then for the team goal, state championship.
Okay. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys being part of the show. BURG Sports followers will be with Coach Buck. Welcome, BURG Sports followers, to the second part of our second episode, The End Zone. I'm here with the head coach of the Dominion Titans. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us. We appreciate you coming over and hanging out with us and letting everybody know what the Titans are doing.
Yeah, no problem. That's why we're here. So my first question I got to ask you, since I first met you, you guys have always persevered through things. You guys have always gotten bigger, better, stronger. looking at last year's team, you guys had a lot of injuries, but you guys are getting bigger and stronger for what we just saw from practice. What are some things that you learned as a coach and through the kids that you've seen that you guys have improved on?
We really took it to heart this year to be in better condition. That's the major thing, because in the beginning of the season we were getting gassed, and that's on me. So what we did is we also hired a strength and conditioning coach, Coach Hines, who's implemented a lot of the things that she believes in, and it's really taken a hold with our kids, and we're just pushing through a whole lot more conditioning and getting the kids ready to go. So fourth quarters are not going to be a problem. The kids have really embraced it. They've worked extremely hard this summer. And again, we've been working them since November 16th. That's our birthday. That's what we call it. We sung happy birthday to ourselves because this team was born. And come in the morning. So they've really taken hold after we got beat by Sharando. They just started up a bit.
So the last time I also saw you was when you guys, even though during the dead times, was at the 7-on-7. What was some things that they improved, even though it's not tackling and stuff like that? Did they get better fundamentals? What was some things that the kids improved on that?
Well, the biggest thing we use the passing league for is we want to see how aggressive we can be, especially on defense. And then we run our offense to find out who's going to be the next man up. And I think they showed they can do that, and they persevered. We got beat by Stonebridge in the championship again, but they were aggressive. They formed a team bond, and basically this year we're doing more of it's a team theme, so to speak. And I want to give Coach Barnes over at Potomac Falls a lot of credit. I love how his team plays. They just play, and they're very disciplined. So believe it or not, even they're our neighbors, but I give them a lot of credit. And stealing some of the stuff from Coach Barnes, we're just doing team theme and no talk, just play type stuff, because we tend to talk a little bit too much, and we're just going to play.
Okay. So another thing that I got to ask you, we just interviewed a couple of the guys, Jimmy, AJ, and Robinson, and what are those guys that bring to the Dominion Titan program?
Well, Jimmy's a national player. Jimmy's a premier offensive lineman in the country, and he just brings such a work ethic. He started since he was a freshman. He is only going to be a junior. He just picked up a Nebraska offer, but it's not. It's just he is a student of the game, and he is a worker. He's not a rah-rah guy. He just is there, and he's just so consistent, and he's just a tremendous kid to watch and see develop over the years in Boston. We're very fortunate. We got really good players, and I'd say there are smart pills. There are prescriptions to winning. You got to have players. We'll coach them up and get them ready, and that's our job, to put them in the best situation where they're going to be successful. But we got some really good players, and we're very, very fortunate. And there are smart pills. So we got a new prescription. We had a great, bunch of kids last year, but we've been going. I'll be going into my 11th season here at Dominion, and we've slowly gotten better, and the expectations are even higher each year.
Okay. So for my last question, it's kind of a two-part question. Since you've been here for so long, you guys are now getting a turf field. So how excited are you about that? And you can go ahead and answer that.
It's great. I mean, to get the field and everything like that, where everybody gets a chance to be on it. Because spring sports, they're at a great disadvantage when you don't have a turf field. I mean, I know all the spring sports, the games are canceled, or they're in the gyms and 10 o'clock at night and whatnot, where other teams may be out there in practice. I like the Bermuda grass. I love the Bermuda grass that we had. I mean, I know the kids and everybody's excited for it. I guess I can say I'm excited for it. It's a change, but I like the old Bermuda grass. It was a beautiful field. But in fairness to all the kids and all the sports, because it's all inclusive, that's the most beneficial thing for us.
Okay. And then my last question, as I was telling the boys, and I've told you before we started this interview, we have some college coaches who follow us on Twitter, and we kind of want to give back so the kids can get looked at, and they can come during the dead period. They can come see kids at Dominion. So as long as I've been covering you guys had Chad who went to Clemson and won a national championship. You have 5 or 4 guys who are at Howard who are all, for us, we're all BURG Sports national team players. And then you got the Chris family brothers who all been here who were at Tech and Marymount and UVA. So for these college coaches out there, what do you want to tell them about your program and why they should be coming to recruit kids to be impact players from Dominion?
Well, it's great that they're all following you, and that's phenomenal. And again, like you've mentioned, some phenomenal players that have come through. We have some really, really good players. And last year we had 89 schools come through. We believe our staff does a great job of contacting these coaches to come in and take a look at our guys. And I think we have a reputation of guys that are, whether it's Division III, Division I, NAIA, JUCO, whatever it is, they can go play. If you want to play bad enough, I was taught way long time ago, if you want to play football bad enough, there's a place out there for you. And I think we provide that. Now you're providing it as well, and I think that just enhances the total package. So, you know, we encourage everybody to stop in and see what's going on in Titan territory, like you are. You start to have your show. I believe this is your first initial year, and you've always come to our press conferences and things like that for our signings. So we appreciate everything that you're doing for all of Titans and basically the whole county and state.
Yeah, no problem. That's why we're here. All right, Coach, thank you for being part of the show. BURG Sports followers, we'll see you next time.